What's up, Dusty? How you doing? What's up,
There
Lonzo?
we go.
All
What
right,
up, clientele?
Got clientele on the phone. And touch it in with the Grandmaster. What's up with you, Doc?
Oh man, just moving through this traffic in LA,
Man.
and just hitting you up about a couple of things.
Anything we talking about now? You want to wait?
We can wait. We can wait. But what's going on? What's the subject tonight?
Man, we just started. I just got through doing the Gangster Chronicles with 8 and Steel, and we were just recapping the event. That's all. I spent about 3 hours with them today down in Cheeto Hills, and because it was a little I ain't gonna say a beef, but it was a little misunderstanding in regard to something 8 said a few weeks ago about us being corny, and it became a little
corny with the C, not horny.
Corny with a C, right? And
I love addressing that false narrative, because I think what people miss is you can't pluck something out from 30, 35 years ago and try to compare it to anything today. It's just not even the same. It's not fair. It's not even in the same realm of understanding and contemplation. That just lets me know the level of how much the person is misinformed. I don't want to say ignorant, but I don't know what any other word to use. Ignorant doesn't mean you're dumb, stupid, or crazy. It just means you don't know. And a lot of people just don't know that we were the tip of the spear, and what we were doing was making hip hop palatable for an audience who was not necessarily at the time willing to accept it in its truest, rawest form. I mean,
right.
I was a hardcore hip hop head. You know me, man. I'm a battle rapper.
Right.
But I also understood, the trappings of entertainment and the ramifications of not putting together a show and a program and songs and a concept that wasn't acceptable to a wider audience. We would not have a wider audience if we did not, push a certain brand of music and hip hop. So I debunk that all the time. I push back on that, narrative all the time, because again, they obviously don't understand, what it took to even be on the same stage as some of these other acts, particularly the R&B acts, or be in the same realm of radio, spins and play with these, kind of folks. So, middle finger to that, but at the same time, much respect to a lot of the pioneers who carved their own way and who did things in a way that made, hip hop thrive. And now a lot of the acts today are standing on our shoulders. So it is what it is, man. And we keep pushing.
We worked it out. I felt a little disrespected at the beginning, but what I also realized is I know they don't know what I know and what we had to do to get where we were. And like I explained to them, I said, hey man, people forget that N.W.A. in the beginning did songs like Something to Dance To and Panic Zone just to get in radio. And either one of those songs could have been a Wreckin' Cru song. All we had to do was put you out front or a vocoder on it. You would have been, it'd have been a Wreckin' Cru song. So those songs kind of bridged the way for N.W.A. And then once they found got their footing, they went more toward the street stuff. But their two first songs were Something to Dance To and Panic Zone, produced by Arabian Prince, lead vocals by Arabian Prince, and then they came back with the song Express Yourself. And then shortly after that, they did The Boys in the Hood. I mean, the other songs, and then they got some footing in regards to the street rap. But people forget about those.
That was the time when the wagon wheel of hip hop was slowly turning anyway.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was going to always be a certain, sound. It was always going to evolve. And hell, we've all evolved with it. I just think, like I said, it's important that all voices and all sides are heard, so that, we don't really owe anybody an explanation, but I think for the historical record, we should put it out there so that people can, discuss, debate, argue over, take sides and have it, a good situation. you know, I have no shame whatsoever on anything we did, any decisions we made, any costuming we wore, any songs we made, because we were doing the best we could do at the time, you know, based on the circumstances. That's it.
Yeah, it's all good. We all laughed and joked about it. You know, he had some good questions, sure. And I was able to clarify a lot of things. Like I said, he's 52 years old, which means if he's 52, I'm 14 years older than him. Well, that means when I did Eve After Dark at 22, he was 8. So, you know, we had a whole bunch of head starts on the folks. By the time I did my first song, he was 10 years old, maybe 12.
Yeah.
So understanding that and knowing that we were on the cusp of everything. We was fighting for space, period. We was fighting for space against Rick James, Mary Jane Girls, Michael Jackson, Tina Marie, Luther Vandross, and the 80s. Everybody, all the bad motherfuckers was alive. Okay, they had to start taking artists out. You think about that, man. To survive, that's right. And people compare the times, but they don't have the same competition we had. Okay, they don't have a Luther Vandross. You're not label mates with Luther Vandross, Tina Marie, who was Michael Jackson. These are all our label mates. How the fuck we supposed to get any attention if these are our label mates? Now, if you had some of these cats right now, if they had the same people competing for radio time or streaming time, they wouldn't make it. It would be a total. They wouldn't make it.
No question about it. No, they wouldn't.
And this is something people don't realize, man. If R. Kelly was free, if Michael was still kicking it, a lot of cats couldn't get paid no attention. And I wonder about that sometimes. I wonder if that by design or just by happenstance. I don't know, man, because again, think about that, dude. If R. Kelly, if he wasn't doing what he was doing and still making music, because he was one of the baddest. He was a bad boy. Yeah. He ain't shit for the babysitter, but he a bad boy. Okay, he ain't shit for the babysitter.
Especially babysitting your daughter.
He ain't babysit. We can't babysit shit in my house. Okay, but you can't take away the boy's musical talent. Okay, Mike, bad boy, not the one you want to have the kids send over to pad. Okay, Prince, don't leave your girl with this nigga. She gonna make him fuck her. You can't leave your bro with Prince. You could not leave your girl with Prince. This nigga probably was fucking nuns. Okay, much love, Marlon Cozy. I see you, Doc. Appreciate it, baby.
And OG Steve, Marlon Cozy, and OG Steve. Good looking out. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So when you got that kind of competition, you know, it makes your game a lot tighter, and you realize you have to do certain things to compete. I mean, Michael had a whole face redone. Prince had all kind of shit on, ready for the world. Even low level groups had a little eyeliner and some lip gloss on, and looked a little androgynous back at that time. We didn't go nowhere near what they did, but we had to play the game a little bit. Okay, so it is what it is, Doc.
Yeah, you know, and I look at it like this, man. If we hadn't done it, it wouldn't have moved the needle faster. It wouldn't have pushed certain things in a certain direction the way that they went.
Right.
If we hadn't done it, there would be gaps in the understanding, and plus it'd be gaps in how, you know, certain groups were able to thrive. So it's, you know, when you lay in foundational pieces like that, people tend to not look at the roots, but, you know, they look at the branches. Right. And, you know, you got to look at the roots of the tree as well. And that's what, you know, helps to build on that foundation, plain and simple.
And when you got even taking that analogy, when you got a canopy of leaves that are as big as come out of crew cut, it's hard for the roots to get any goddamn shine. Okay, you got a big ass canopy starting with Dre and Cube and all these other superstars. By the time the sun hit all that right there, it's gonna be a big old shadow on the roots. So anyway, Doc, I'm glad you stopped in for a minute. I'll call you back when I get through doing the show right quick. And
thank you, Clientele. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, much love, Doc. We holler back.
Y'all take care.
All right, peace. All right.